time that Kaybe arrived in Markarth, the daylight hours were over, yes. Kaybe wasn't sure where the baker lived, but she assumed he'd be at his post by the afternoon and she could work from there. In the meanwhile, Kaybe searched for mischief.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards.
Kaybe is not approaching the wizard for excavation. She wants the spellbooks, yes.
Magic. That's what they always want.
Yes.
Never history. Never the secrets of the lost races. No, just little spells and enchantments. You idiot! Do you even know who I am?
No.
The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you?
It is fine, you are the academic. Yes, this is what you do. Kaybe is killing time. You have an excavation site?
Yes. Their history and culture is all around us in Markarth. A race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works.
So you stand around out here speculating about the Dwemers. For what does this need guards?
To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into Nichuanzel are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still function, even after thousands of years.
Ah, yes, Kaybe is familiar with those. Unless you could help out with your excavation site, yes.
Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in Nichuanzel. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say?
Is that all Kaybe gets? Okay, fine, Kaybe kills the spider.
Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site.
Although it was at this point just a way to pass time until morning, Kaybe did need to collect the blood of Falmers for the Squidge God, yes. Within Dwemer ruins were found Falmers. Kaybe dealt with Nimi in the most practical way, and then pressed further into the ruins. It wasn't long before Kaybe found the Falmer blood she sought, but there were still some hours before the night was up. Kaybe explored a bit further and found Calcimo's dead colleagues. They had left behind journals which contained things like, "Og, I am dying. This is my last dying moment." And then there would be blood splattered all over the pages. Kaybe wished she knew what compelled people to write things like, "Oh no, my entrails are out of my body," in their last moments. Yes. Was it a high pain tolerance that allowed them to do this? Kaybe would write something like, "Curse these Falmer are butts. If you are reading this, go kill the Falmers." Calcimo, don't you ever go to bed, yes?
I have things to study. What is it?
Kaybe has assassinated your giant spider.
You have my gratitude. That spider had been interfering with my excavations for months. As promised, is the key to the Dwemer Museum. Mind the displays. Some of them are quite fragile.
Speaking of your excavations, Kaybe also found the corpses of your colleagues, as well as their journals. Don't bother looking, there's nothing good in there, yes.
Let's see. Ah, so that's what happened to Staben. Tragic. But I warned him he was leading those people on a fool's errand. Unfortunately, sometimes the stone of scholarship is built on the foundation of death. I'll inform the kin. Here, I usually pay researchers for their work when they emerge from the ruins, but they won't be needing it anymore.
Well, thank goodness. Kaybe thought this trip would be stupid and pointless.
Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
Yes, for the 100th time. I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Reachman.
Great! Kaybe didn't ask. She is a Khajiit if you didn't notice. But she doesn't ask because she already knows who you are, Anton.
Who are you? What do you want?
The gourmet. Who is he? Because Kaybe is a big fan, you see, yes.
The gourmet?
Yes, the gourmet.
Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the gourmet's identity to my grave.
Okay, let Kaybe be direct. She is with the Dark Brotherhood. She will smash your head like the ripe watermelon.
The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life, right?
Yes.
Look, his name is Balagog Gronolobe. He's an orc. The gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know. Now you'll let me go, right?
Oh yes, of course. Kaybe is known for her mercy. Thank you very much.
So, we're done?
Yes, we're done. It turned out the gourmet was staying somewhere in the middle of nowhere, close to Stormcloak territory, which was odd considering he was going to serve the Emperor.
Whatever it is, I'm sure I can't be of help. I'm just here on holiday.
Oh, in that case, Kaybe is also here on holiday.
Yes, well, perhaps someone else in the village can assist you. Please, you're starting to frighten me.
Oh, come now. Kaybe is only like 5'5", and you are a grown orc man. What would you have to fear from Kaybe? What are you running from? Or two, more likely, since you stopped.
That's it. No!
Kaybe lied. You had to fear her signature death suplex. Yes. Kaybe was glad that the gourmet was an orc, because she needed the blood. Yes. She stole the clothes on his back and his papers to get into the castle. But Kaybe had also been instructed to hide the body. Kaybe didn't know why it was important with the gourmet, since no one knew who he was. So many people died in Skyrim on a regular basis. Yes. The gourmet's death had been swift and violent, and was accompanied with Kaybe stealing the clothes from his back. Yes. He'd look like a mugging. But if Kaybe had to hide the body, Kaybe had to hide the body. Yes. Kaybe left the gourmet's corpse to soak in the water, like a used dish Kaybe expected her roommate to clean. Yes. Festus!
So, the prodigal murderer returns. And the gourmet?
Growing mold as we speak.
So I gathered. It seems a certain orc has disappeared. Which means you not only killed the gourmet, but disposed of the body as well. You've got the writ of passage too, I see. Splendid. Splendid.
Yes, good.
And word has come in from Markarth that the keep's cook has met an untimely demise. You performed your duties to the letter.
Should we be concerned that word got around that quickly about these things? Oh well, never mind. Do not underestimate Kaybe.
I was wrong about you. I see that now. Maybe we all were. Here's your payment, and a little something else as well, from me. Consider it my way of apologizing for being so damn curmudgeonly. It's called the Night Weaver's Band. I wore this for years. I want you to have it now. It'll give your magic and sneakiness some much-needed oomph. Now you'd better get a move on and see Astrid. It's time. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation.
What do you mean that you were mistaken about Kaybe? Maybe we all were. Have you been talking about Kaybe behind her back?
So it's done. You've killed the gourmet. And now, Titus Mead II is as good as dead.
Yes, soon. Kaybe has been so excited for this. Okay, what does Kaybe do next?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
And I've decided you will have the honor.
Yes, Kaybe is the best. Hail to Sithis! Hail the Night Mother!
Yes, for Sithis. And the Night Mother. You are the listener, after all, So let's not waste any more time.
Soon!
Go now to Castle Dower in Solitude. Present the gourmet's writ of passage to the officer in charge, Commander Marrow. I'm sure you remember him. You'll gain unrestricted access to the kitchens, and then the Emperor. You're posing as a chef, so you'll be able to poison his meal rather easily.
Actually, Kaybe is not very well versed in poisons. Yes, do you have any help?
Here, take this. It's called Murderin root. All it takes is one taste, and the effects are quite immediate. The Emperor will be serving Sithis before he even knows he's dead. Once Mead has been killed, escape through the upper door and across the bridge. I've arranged for it to be unguarded once the alarm is sounded. Now go, my friend. Go and fulfill your destiny as listener.
Kaybe will not fail. And even if she does fail, she will still count it as being successful. Yes.
It took all the favors, bribes, and blackmails I could muster, but I've secured your exit out of the keep. Just follow my instructions, and the Dark Brotherhood will be back on top. All thanks to you, listener.
Yes.
Represent us well, sister.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell.
This city is
But
crawling
I'm
with
afraid
Imperial
I'm too
Legion,
busy
and you
here.
know what? I'm still nervous. Lazy and useless, the lot of them. They can't even keep...
Stop right there. The tower is off limits until further notice.
Behold, Dornark. Kaybe is the gourmet.
What's this now? Order of His Eminence, possessor of these papers. The Gourmet. By Ozra. The Gourmet! I'm sorry, I didn't realize. We had no idea who to expect. You understand. You're not dressed as I would have suspected. But please, don't let me keep you. Proceed to the kitchen straight away. Gianna, the castle chef, has been eagerly awaiting your arrival.
Yes, and never again do you question Kaybe's choice of apparel, for she is gourmet, brilliant chef. As Kaybe passed through the door, she realized that she was a foolishly terrible person to carry out this job. Yes, Kaybe barely knew enough to cook a sandwich. She relied on their stupidity.
On another delivery. I told you people our stocks are fine. Now put whatever you have over there, then get out.
What is this racisms? Kaybe is the gourmet.
The gourmet? Oh, finally. When I heard the gourmet was being brought in to cook for the Emperor, I could hardly believe it. It's just...
What? What?
Oh well, it's just... I never imagined the gourmet was a Khajiit. You know, because of all the fur and the potential for getting hair.
Kaybe did not come for the pettiness of the food peasant or the Dornarks.
Oh, well, actually, you're not. Wearing a chef's hat, I mean. There's one right over there on the shelf. You can't very well cook without it.
Oh yes, of course, Kaybe knew that she was the gourmet. Yes. Kaybe was merely distracted by your hypercritical, deconstructive bitching. A fine first impression you've made. Kaybe wears the hat. She hopes you are ready now.
Oh, just look at you. Absolutely brilliant. Now you're just as I imagined.
It is too late to save yourself now. Let's get to work.
Oh, yes, but of course. The Emperor has requested your signature dish, the potage le magnifique. I've taken the liberty of getting it started. But the cookbook only says so much, and everyone makes the potage differently. I would be honored if we could make it the gourmet special way. The base broth is already boiled. We can get started right now. So, which ingredient should I add next?
Ah, yes, the ingredients. Well, Kaybe would, you should choose, perhaps.
Oh, I get it. This is a test, right? You want to see how well I know the potage le magnifique.
Yes.
Well then, I think a pinch of frost salt should do the trick, right?
Yes.
Now what?
Now you, the next one is obvious, yes?
My choice then? Oh, very well. I think we should add some chorus eggs for additional flavor.
Of course. The next step is to...
Okay, let me see. Thistle, yes, let's try that. Just a sprig or two.
Thistle? Yes? Okay, and add 1 septum. It gives the flair to the meal, yes.
A septum? As in a gold coin?
You added the thistle!
Really? Ah, I see now. That would give the potage le magnifique a slightly metallic but delicious aftertaste. Ha! Simply brilliant.
Probably, yes.
I have to say, the stew seems done. Add anything else and we may dilute the distinct flavors. So, is that it?
Actually, Kaybe has one more ingredient that is very important, yes.
Oh? What is this? Some kind of herb? Are you sure? The potage tastes perfect as it is. Any other ingredient might...
Kaybe is absolutely sure about this one. It is how Kaybe got so successful, yes.
I'm sorry. Of course, it's your most famous recipe after all. All right then. Your secret ingredient's been added.
Soon.
And if I may say so, it has been an honor getting a chance to prepare a meal with, well, the best chef in the entire Empire. I'll carry the stew pot and lead the way up to the dining room. I'm sure the Emperor and his guests are dying to meet you.
Yes, dying to meet Kaybe. Oh. Yes, they're probably very eager.